Good morning, traders, and this is your Dax day trade setup for today. So we're starting off on the weekly, and we kicked off the week with a red bar, gap down red bar, straight onto the 200 SMA for the weekly. Now, this is something which is pretty interesting because normally your 200 EMA, which is the purple line, is normally running above the 200 SMA. But if you look over the last where are we on the weekly, the last 2 years, it's been the other way around, which is pretty interesting because that normally signifies a rollover. But anyway, at this stage, I think we have that level there, and I have that level there. Now, this previous head and shoulders here is still, that target was never hit. So we're flirting with that level again. We've broken through the moving averages. Moving averages are still in a positive point, but I don't really see a level to bounce off here, which is a little bit concerning for me right now. So if we look at the daily right now, we've got a grouping of our oscillators in an area. It's the 200 SMA that we bounced off last night as well. There is a little bit of a gap here. It looks like we've closed, and I don't see any other gaps. No, not really, nothing that's close. Let's just get down to a 3 hour. No, the trend is clearly to the bottom, as you can see. We are moving strongly to the downside. My only question right now, with all my oscillators grouped and looking, I've got a pin bar, got some buyers that stepped in, or was that profit taking? And I just want to look to the left to see what we have here. Okay, so that gap there more than likely closed. Nothing really else that I can see here except for that area there. Okay. Now, so the gap was closed, and we've got a little bit of a level behind. So I do expect us. I am expecting buyers somewhere along here, to be honest. So, one thing I have learned is, no matter what anybody says, these markets are manipulated by people that have the money and the power. So, I don't see them letting it fall to the floor. But I also, you've got to be wide awake to see what they are waiting for. And for me at the moment, if you look at this hour, you have a bit of a wedge forming, a bit of a consolidation with a rally up, and there's a massive gap. There's quite a few gaps to the upside. We are off some significant levels, being the 200 moving average on the weekly, 200 moving average on the daily as well. So, I think for me, I'm looking for confirmation that we're at a level. I don't see anything here that stands out apart from this pin bar. So this is an area that I'd be looking for something to happen. So normally what should happen is we should see some kind of consolidation starting to form, and then that'll give us the confidence of looking for a change in direction. If you are still short, I would be moving my stop down and just waiting for confirmation that we're either going to break through or you can start seeing a turn. Okay, so for me, I think this one is also sit on my hands at the moment. You have to wait and see what happens. It's not cast in stone at the moment, and I think trade war is driving this at the moment. So we've got the Chinese that are not protecting their currency. We've got Trump that's threatening tariffs, and it is all negatively impacting the markets. So I think for me on the DAX, probably a sit on hands day as well. We'll have to wait and see what happens. There may be something that pops up where we see some kind of positive price action. We can start getting in. But I think for now the trend is down. You should be looking for shorts. So any pullback, you start seeing price action that's indicating a continuation of the downside, then you need to be hopping in for that short. But I'd have my stop above this area here. So 11,720 would be my stop. Okay. So anyway, guys, whatever you do, just be very cautious. You're at an area or in an area where there's a lot of levels. So if we do start breaking above this and start getting above these fractals here, that's going to indicate a potential turn to the top. Okay, but ideally what I want to see is a break, pullback, a higher low, and then get in for that. Okay, anyway, that's it for me today. Hope it helps, and I'll catch you later. Cheers for now.